I was introduced to the nightmarish and twisted world of Little Nightmares the last time, and things started off smoothly and then things quickly changed after that. Stepped into this room, I don't know what that thing was, but we had to escape it before it ate us, and we made our getaway at the end. Now we're in chapter 2, and I'm getting ready to start things off. I don't know what I'm going to be getting into. I'm kind of stepping into this blind, and I'll just see how things go from here. So I'm going to be walking up these stairs, and then this is one long flight of stairs. Alright, well, we made it up here. Gonna be stepping aside. This seems to be some sort of office building. There's one of those little homies again. Don't know where it went. Seemed to have ran into this corner and then disappeared. Alright, let's step inside. To be honest, I messed around here for a while. I started climbing on the tables, the cabinets, running all over the place. And then I started messing with this chair. Since I was going to bring it to the door and then seeing if there's some sort of switch or whatever I can activate. And that's exactly what I'm doing now. Don't really see a switch or anything. So I'm going to be moving this chair one more time. Hopefully something will reveal itself to me. Look at that. Actually happened that way too. There was a hidden switch on the floor. Now we're in this room. Ended up investigating. Didn't really find nothing until I climbed up here. That seemed to be a switch. Now it's just showing us, I guess, little views of other sections of this place through the view of a camera. I don't even know what that thing is. It looks gross though. Seems to be some sort of dude with a bone sticking out of his head. That's just staircases, a broken mirror, and a lady. Seems pretty familiar. Might have been the same lady from the beginning of the game. Guess that was the last camera. Didn't really find anything else. Kept investigating. Basically cutting all that out since it's just neither here nor there. It's basically boring as hell. Rather not show it. The little homie ran up the stairs. I'm going to be following him. I don't know where he went. Alright, he just went in the hidden corner. Just going to be picking him up. Noise happened again. I honestly don't know what happens when that noise comes. Like, does that mean I saved the game or anything? Have no clue. Come back down here. Trying to see if there's anything for me to find. The little homie just kept bobbing his head. I don't know why he's doing that. But now I'm coming back up here. Trying to see if there's anywhere else I should go. I'm thinking there's an opening right in that window. Might as well just utilize this opening. How did he get in here? Things are confusing as hell. Like he was just out there. Either way, there's a switch up here and I need to activate it. I'm thinking this suitcase is good enough. Dragging it over here. I'm planning on climbing on top of this suitcase and then having 6 pull on that switch. Alright, just happened. Gonna be climbing this thing. It seems like that's what I'm supposed to do. That's kinda odd. Got little pictures of the homies on there. Are they supposed to be some sort of occupant of this place? Alright, jumping down a little bit. That was not the move. Eventually, I learned that I was supposed to jump on that box. And there's another photo of some sort of demon creature that's up there that's kind of concerning. I grabbed the key off the table. I'm not sure what to do with this key. Am I supposed to open this door with it? Doesn't really seem like it. So I'm going to be dragging that key over to this side. Probably just placing it right here for safekeeping. In case I need it. I still have no idea what I'm supposed to do with it. Well, I'm going through this little doorway. Finally push it open. Finally seeing the reason for us to grab that key. Have to open that lock, so I'm coming back out here, grabbing this key. And I'll go ahead and open that lock. Alright, that's new. I didn't even mean to do that, but I chucked the key on top of here. There goes the lock. And I'm in this room. Door just shut. I need to get to that switch. Not sure what to do to get to that switch. Am I supposed to move something around? Maybe one of these boxes. Nothing's really clear at this point. Which is kind of annoying. Well, a minute. After a while of looking, it's saying that I can carry an object and then hold A to throw it. So that's exactly what I'm going to be doing with that toy monkey. Activated the switch. Something's happening. Seems to be some sort of elevator. Coming in here. Not knowing what to do. I'm looking around, trying to see if there's some sort of opening, switch, whatever. Well, there's a switch up here. Thinking I'm supposed to grab this stuffed monkey and then use it on this switch too. So I'm planning on doing that right now. Nah. Elevator's going down. Just have to wait until we reach our destination, just hiding in the dark in case there's some sort of monster or whatever that just comes in here. You never know. It could be. Well, it looks like we finally got to our destination. Door open. That is one big old rat. Well, it seems like 6 is under a hunger attacking it. Not sure where we're going to get her some food this time. There isn't a kid around that's going to be chucking her some bread. Alright, well, seems like she's in a bit of trouble right now. Going to continue running this way, and she is really hungry. Like real hungry. You can hear her stomach from here. This is kind of crazy. The music in the background is not really helping. Alright, I'm seeing the meat in the cage. I know it's a trap. I want to avoid this trap. I'm trying to be smart right here. Walking around this supposed trap, which is a cage and a piece of meat in there. What type of meat is that? I don't know. I checked the shadows. Didn't really see nothing there neither. So I guess this is what we're supposed to do. I'm in the cage, trying to get at this meat. She's eating it. Something's happening. She's gonna get caught. This is a freaking cage. Well, damn. That is one long hand. And it seems to be dragging another kid away right now. This is perfectly safe for 6 right now. We need to get the hell out of here. That's what we need to do. Before that thing comes back in here and finishes the job. Alright, knock cage over. That seemed to have broken it open. 6 is free to go. I'm seeing a switch right up there. I'm assuming we may have to use one of the cages or something. Checking the corner. Trying to see if there's some sort of crack or opening. There isn't. But might as well just try that again. Never mind. Alright. Going to this cage. Gonna have to apologize to the kid in here, but we're gonna be using this cage to get 6 high enough to activate this freaking switch. I think this is close enough. Nah. After a while of moving things and testing things out, I finally got the cage in the right position. And I'm seeing that we're actually supposed to be swinging and then jumping. Finally showing the instructions at the bottom of the screen. Made it through that door. Now I'm in this room, which is equally as confusing. Doesn't really give you any instructions as to what to do. This had me confused for a minute. I was walking around, trying to look through shadows, walking on stuff. Nothing worked. Then I decided to go ahead and climb this thing, which turned out to be the right move. Since this brings us up here, just jumped off. Gonna be going through this opening. Alright. Seeing more of these cages. Okay, well, damn. Let me just back up real quick. The freaking demon's here. Not sure how we're supposed to get around it. Either we're supposed to climb these cages and then slowly maneuver our way around this thing, or I'm going to be making a mad dash. Like a crazed maniac looking for his freedom. Alright, I might just go for option number 2. It's busy eating kids or something? What the hell? It just noticed us. Okay, we better just run. Need to get through this opening. I don't know what 6 is doing. She's moving a little slow right now. Okay, we finally got through here. Door just opened. need to get to the shadows with her so she could hide. Not trying to have her out in the open. Okay, we're in the shadows. Door just closed. I think this is good enough. So I'm back out here, trying to figure out what to do in this area. I'm seeing that there's a rope that's tied to this door that's on the ground. Eventually, after looking throughout the whole entire room, I found this switch, which is supposed to be conveniently put in here. Now I'm starting to utilize the switch, opening up this door, just running here real quick. That's the trick too. You don't want to be on that switch for too long, otherwise that monster is going to be coming out, grabbing you, and that's it. Don't ask me how I know that, but I do. It's almost like a premonition. Well, there's one of these things that I can light up here. Well, it's a torch. Crawling through this vent system, which seems to be the safest way of moving around, especially for 6. Unless there's rats in there or something like that. Either way, we're out here. Seems to be a bunch of shoes. I don't know what is in here, but it doesn't seem to be a good place for it. And climb up top and then get onto those suitcases. I think we're good still. Okay, kind of messed up here. There's a suitcase right there. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get to it or not. Well, damn. Didn't make it. Now I'm gonna be trying this again. But this time I'm gonna be changing my strategy. The other time I went to the other briefcases or whatever. I'm not gonna be doing that this time. I'm gonna be skipping that and then going straight for the suitcase right here. Climbing up, jumping onto this platform, and we're out of there. That was a good thing too. Was not trying to get caught up by whatever that was below those shoes. Was thinking I can't actually go through that opening, but unfortunately I can't. So okay, well damn, we gotta run hella fast right now because that monster just came in here. I don't know how it got in here neither. Does it have its own vent system? I don't know. Alright, we're back in the elevator. I'm just going to be having 6 run into the darkness. Not many places to hide. Okay, I need to make this quicker. Crawl under here. I think this is like the best place to hide in this elevator. There really isn't many places to hide in the first place. I mean, I could run out while that thing is looking at the boxes, but then that thing could be alerted. Like, look at that. The little homies are already redirecting it outside the elevator. Going to be using this opportunity to escape that situation. Now we're in this room. This was kind of confusing. Didn't really have much to work with until I decided to go ahead and move this box. I see that this board right here moves slightly. To me, that's a sign that this is supposed to be used somehow. So, I'm going to continue moving this box until it gets to a position that I'm satisfied with. Now the issue is that moving this box isn't really all that easy, and it takes a little bit of time, which kind of annoyed me, but I think this is in the right spot. On those little cubes, there are little eyes on those things. It's one of those little details that I'm noticing. There is a big focus on eyes in this game. Let me just move this box one more time. Good enough. We fell through the board. Now we're kind of underground way. Not really underground, but we're under the floor. Guessing that's where we're supposed to go. Going back here, thinking that there may be something hiding. And there definitely isn't. I don't even know why I was thinking that, but at the same time, why is there an open space there if there isn't anything hiding there? It's just for us to walk around in? Is that it? I don't know. But I spent quite a bit more time like that, walking around stuff, until I decided to go ahead and climb up. Now, the best time to do that is when the monster is in that room, since you have enough space to run past it and still have enough time to climb up this cabinet and get to the top before this monster grabs you and eats you or whatever. Pushing this box out of the way. This seems to be good enough. Now I'm in the vents again. Home away from home. Kinda. Which is a weird thing to say, but I said it and I meant it. Now I'm in here. I don't know how that creature got into this room, but this is concerning. He is fast as hell. Gonna be pushing down this door, since I think that's what we're supposed to do. This is letting the monster know that we're in here now. So okay, well, damn, there it is. Gonna assume that this shoe is gonna be used for that switch. Don't really have much time to mess around, and I messed up. Alright, finally got this door open. Making a mad dash. The thing's gonna be coming at us pretty soon. Need to get through this doorway. Door ain't opening? Alright, finally happened. And the door closed. Gonna be running here and then... Hold on. I see the little homie just run somewhere. I'm trying to find where he went. I think he's here. And there's that noise again. So whatever happened, happened. That's for sure. Whatever happened, I don't even know. Guess I'm supposed to be climbing up here and then up this bookcase. I'm guessing this is where we're supposed to go. Now I'm seeing a piano that's hanging from the ceiling. Why is it hanging from the ceiling? It's just the weirdest thing. Like, who did that? Well, either way, I messed up on that jump. Gonna try this one more time. Like, someone just does that? They just say, hey, I'm just gonna hang this piano off the ceiling, and then hopefully I'll just levitate up there and start playing my music or something like that. I don't know how it works out, but climbing up. Okay, kind of messed up. Almost fell all the way down. This guy's everywhere too. Kind of hate him at this point. Hold on. Need to wait for him to leave. Don't want to deal with him right now. Now I'm just going to be climbing these books. That thing is making its way around right now. Need to play this a little slowly. Especially since we're dealing with a giant demon. This is exactly the demon that I seen in the first room that we came in. Now that I have a closer look at its ugly mug. I for sure don't want to get caught up by this thing. But it probably will happen. It finally moved on. Now I'm just having Six slowly move around these blocks. Okay, well damn. Didn't really mean to do that. Now I'm running back here. Got the monster's attention. It's searching around. It's kind of weird now that I think about it. This thing has bandages on its eyes, right? Why does it have all these books? How is it going to read all of them? I don't know. Either way, I'm slowly moving all these boxes out of the way. And that toy monkey too. They seem to have a lot of these stuffed monkeys around this place. Going to be moving this gourd. And then slowly placing it back right here. Making sure not to make too much noise. This thing's still moving around, feeling things. You can't see anything, yet it has an entire library of books. I'm just saying. Alright, I'm jumping down though slowly. I'm trying to take my time right now. If I move a little bit too fast, it might get the attention of that ugly thing, and it might just come and eat Six. That's not exactly what I want to happen. I'm gonna be jumping back up here. Didn't feel like it was the right time to actually make a run for it. I have a feeling that once we touch the ground, that thing is gonna come and get us. Alright, here we are. Taking a little bit too much time here. Need to go a little faster. Alright, luckily we made it into this room. Well, there's another one of these switches. I'm guessing this may be the thing that we need. Going to be placing it right here, closer to the door. And jumping on top of these suitcases. There seems to be something for us to grab. Somebody be grabbing that. Coming back down here. And I'm thinking we should just chuck this thing at the TV. Unfortunately, Six didn't chuck it far enough. Let me try this one more time. Finally turned on the TV, which should get the demon's attention. I don't know how long this is supposed to take, but this is the weirdest music too. Alright, running. Oh, this thing spotted us and is actually chasing us right now. I should have waited a little bit longer before I ran. But it's coming. It's freaking coming. It's just right behind us. I'm messing up. I'm running towards walls and stuff. He's gonna get us. I'm telling you. I'm right here. I'm turning this thing. I'm hoping whatever happens, happens. But nah, it didn't work out. Eventually, I did make it. I got the freaking switch all finished up. Monsters coming at us still. Had to make a jump for it. Now I'm back on this piano, which is where we're supposed to be. Had to wait for it to actually swing a little bit. Now I'm going to be crawling through this hole. And I'm in this room. There seems to be some steam right here on the tracks. Maybe we're supposed to be using this thing. Pulling this back a little bit. Going to be pushing this cart into the steam, and that should protect 6 from it, assuming that this thing's gonna kill her if she does step on the steam. I think, well, hold on, let me push it a little bit further. I think this is good enough. Now I just need to jump on top of this thing, which isn't as simple as it seems. Like, sometimes I feel like the controls in this game needs to be worked out a bit. Alright, hold on. Was a little bit too slow back there. Was actually trying to get to the back of the cart. Now I pushed it in position, jumping onto that handle. Door open. I don't know what's swinging down there. I'm not trying to find out. Just gonna have 6 run this way. You know, I guess we're supposed to be going through this opening. Now we're back in the venting system. Just checking around. Want to see if there's any more of those torches around. And just as I was speaking about it, I finally seen a torch. So I lit that up. Walking through here. Oh, crap. This thing's everywhere, I'm telling you. I had to get away from it. Coming into this room. That monster is coming too. We need to make a break for it. It's coming hella fast. Just slide through this. Alright. Now we're in here. Luckily, that door closed far enough to where that thing can't get in here easily. I'm thinking I have to pull this thing out, but then I got caught up and killed. Eventually, I learned what to do after being killed like 5-6 more times. I have to jump down here while his arms are actually extended. Now that gives me enough time to actually pull these things out. Need to wait for his arms to be extended again to give me another opportunity. There it is. There goes his arms. Let me just get on top. Oh crap. What the hell? His arms are still active? I did not expect that. Gonna crawl through here. That seems to be it. We're in the venting system still. I'm just going to be taking a break at this point and then continuing on to chapter 3, I think, the next time. Now, if you enjoyed this episode and maybe found it helpful in some way and form, then don't be afraid to leave that like, subscribe, and even slapping that notification bell, because I'll really appreciate that since I still am trying to grow this channel. Either way, want to thank you and everyone that subscribed to the channel. Until next time, hope you all have a good one. Peace out.